What's going on, Jerome's? Happy Monday out there, everyone, everywhere. Hopefully you got a cup of hot beverage. We got some tea going on because we're a tea person now. Quit coffee like 3 months ago. It's been hell. Actually, it's been fine. Anyway, well, I don't know. You got chili this morning? Breakfast of champions. Get your chili hot. But we got a bunch of updates for the Minnesota Vikings head coaching search. Lots of moving parts, as always. And, just because the Super Bowl is set and the Vikings aren't in it, doesn't mean that the Vikings aren't just making headlines all over the place. Ian Rappaport, Rap Sheet. Not a blogger from the Bears who's breaking news about the Dolphins. Yeah, I was thinking about that. So continuation from the rant, and everyone's like, Harbaugh's going to the Dolphins because Bears blogger said so. It would be like if I broke news about the Tennessee Titans. It's like, who'd believe you? Anyway, so he was on Good Morning Football, and he was talking about the Vikings finalists for the head coaching job. And he said this, quote, the Minnesota Vikings are narrowing their head coaching search as well. They're going to conduct some second interviews earlier this week. Their second interview candidates are expected to be DeMeco Ryans, DC of the Niners, Raheem Morris, DC of the Rams, and then Kevin O'Connell, OC of the Rams. And, of course, as colleague Tom Pelissero, I trust Tom Pelissero versus some random Bears blogger. Sorry, that's just me, though. Also, Jim Harbaugh also floating out there. Potentially, they bring Harbaugh into the facility as well. So, there you go. That's where the Vikings currently stand. Adam Schefter reporting that the Vikings are conducting second head coaching interviews this week with both Rams coordinators, Kevin O'Connell, Raheem Morris, per sources. They previously interviewed each coordinator before hiring their GM, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. And Chad Graff reporting the Vikings are flying to LA for second interviews with Rams OC Kevin O'Connell, DC Raheem Morris. I believe O'Connell's up first with an interview today. Of course, the Rams allegedly getting ready for the Super Bowl, want to knock it out this week. And the Vikings can talk to O'Connell and Raheem Morris, even though they're in the Super Bowl, because they conducted first-round interviews with them during the allotted time earlier. But that's why the Jaguars, who haven't talked to Kevin O'Connell, even though they want to, they can't. They can't get in. Sucks to suck, Shad Khan. Come on, man. And then, currently where we're at. So, Patrick Graham, they had a head coach interview with him on Saturday. I don't know. But Graham is reportedly potentially going to stay with the Giants. Brian Daboll and him have a connection from the Patriots years, so he may stay in place as the Giants OC for season number 3. And then Jonathan Gannon, Todd Bowles, Kellen Moore, Nathaniel Hackett. Hackett obviously going to the Broncos. Dan Quinn pulled his name out. So Graham, Gannon, Bowles, Moore off the list. Sort of makes sense. So the Vikings are in a soft Final 3, potentially Final 4. I don't think this Harbaugh thing is dead by any means. But DeMeco Ryans, I love. Vikings can interview him whenever since the Niners donezo. And even though, it was tough to stop the Rams on some key third downs, and Cooper Kupp still got his. What DeMeco Ryans and the Niners defense did this year in the playoffs against Dak and then against Aaron, that can't be ignored. I mean, it just can't. And O'Connell, how much of it is McVay? How much of it is Kevin O'Connell, KOC? If you want the young offensive innovator mold, you want to go down that route where Zach Taylor was non-play calling Sean McVay assistant, and he did pretty good with the Bengals. So there's some precedent there. Then Raheem Morris 2.0, where I think he's grown a lot since his Tampa Bay years. He's got glowing reviews from all of his players. Spent some time on the offensive side of the ball with the Falcons as well. So I'm fine with either of them. And that's where we stand right now. I think that we may even have a head coach by the end of the week. I think the Harbaugh decision is going to come quick. And depending on how these second-round interviews go, I think they may pick between Ryans, O'Connell, and Morris if Harbaugh doesn't want the job. So, very interesting week. Keep it tuned here for updates and whatnot. And subscribe for daily Vikings takes and nonsense. Love it. If you want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. Pay that man his money. But until next time, Skol, production value.